offense. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready? White 25. Man, I got you.
Jameis now on first down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Hey, stop.
From the gun, Winston. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. Jameis to throw it. On the screen, this is Eckler. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Check 52.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a give, right side. Akers, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I. Take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Good track, good track. 59. 55.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
24. He's check 3. Watch twitch. Alert. Check 3.
They'll try the left side. Akers. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's got this down to the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Mike set. Red team. No game on this defense. No game. 29. Down, he's coming.
On first down, Watson. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The 27-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
To throw, Winston. And connecting here with DJ Shark. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ready.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey. 4 down.
Throwing, Winston. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's King. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Easy. Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Switch. Green, triple C. White. Check 25. Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He'll get this to Eckler, and he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Watson off play action. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Following the interception, Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. That's King. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it? And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Here is Eckler, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Check 90. Hey. Check 90. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Switch. Hey, let's get it converted. Check. Lucky. Wait, got up.
Throwing on 2nd down. Winston. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game.
Check. Wait. Check high. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage, Winston. Through an opening, and there he goes. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. I think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Final play of the half here, Winston. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Alert! Alert! Switch it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On first down, Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Check tight. Kill, flip it. Kill, turn up. Here we go.
Winston to throw it this time. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Hey, alert three. Come on. Sunday. Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
At the 42-yard line.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, defense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Sponge, even. Go. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. Sonic. Hey, 4-1's Mike, 4-1. It's been a long day for you. Let's go.
Winston. He sets to fire deep, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 40.
I can't believe they even let you play.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole a little, right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Let's go, D, let's go.
At the 29-yard
Let's get there. Flip it. Check 24.
A quick throw complete to Chark. And now past another. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Kill. Wait. Watch twist.
The 1st down throw for Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball.
On third down, Winston. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a fourth down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense. He
was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47. And they will be set out now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Ready? Hey, I'm coming.
They'll run on first down. McFarland. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps come.